Ned, my colleague reported that on Saturday a cable came here, a memo was sent to Afghan staff at the embassy on Wednesday, inviting them to head to the airport, and that it was so difficult for them to, the physical situation was simply impossible, and that some staff reported being separated from children. They said, quote, "It would be better to die under the Taliban's bullet than face the crowds again." One staff member said they felt betrayed, that it was, it undermined their sense of dignity, their loyalty. And this is embassy staff who should have been presumably prioritized, that they were left behind when the evacuation took place, basically.
Andrea, what I can tell you...
I do have a follow-up.
Sure. I will tell you that I just came from a meeting with the Secretary about an hour and a half ago. And this was something that he proactively raised in that setting. And he also conveyed it was something that he has discussed with the President and offered that he and the President are completely on the same page. We have an obligation to these individuals, a sacrosanct obligation. They have served the United States. They have not only worked for us, they have worked with us. Our embassies around the world could not function without locally engaged staff. That is as true in Paris or London as it is in a place like Kabul. So we absolutely have a responsibility to these individuals who have worked with our colleagues on the ground in Kabul, and in some cases over years or even longer. They are absolutely a priority in terms of our evacuation and relocation planning. As you know, Andrea, we are now in a position to offer tailored, personalized advice to those we are relocating from Afghanistan, to those we are evacuating from Afghanistan. We've been doing that, of course, to American citizens. We've been doing that to special immigrant visa applicants. We've been doing that to other Afghans at risk. But our locally engaged staff, they are absolutely a priority. They are absolutely part of our plans. And that commitment to them, to their safety and security, is something that is in no way diminished.
Well, why weren't they on the original evacuation from the embassy?
So when the embassy was evacuated and our personnel started to make the way from the embassy in Kabul to the secure facility on the airport compound, many of, if not all, of our locally engaged staff were not present on the embassy compound at that time. They were working remotely given the volatile security situation. Many of them were at home, were not at work. I can tell you that we have been able to relocate members of our locally engaged staff, but they were not brought to the airport compound with the American direct hires at that time, just because they weren't at the embassy compound by and large that day.
And one other thing,